unevenly divided. And where everything is connected to everything, everybody is connected to everybody through a small piece of technology we call cell phones. Where the rich people living above the clouds are connected to the ordinary ones. In a world where happiness is materialized. In a world that's constantly telling you, in order to be happy, you need to keep wanting to get more. You need to have a bigger house. You need to have more money. You need to have a swimming pool by your house. You need to have a bigger car, a more modern car, in a world that beauty is under metrics, in a world that tells you if you want to be beautiful, if you want to be good looking and happy, you need to look like Dwayne Johnson, in a world where beauty is under metrics and where happiness is materialized. So, an ordinary person, just like me and any of you guys, would just open my cell phone. I'll go through this cell phone and I will see Dwayne Johnson flexing his muscles on Instagram. I will look to my ordinary body and I will feel sad because Dwayne Johnson's body is the modern world definition of happiness. I would see someone like a rapper or an actor at 18 years old having multiple cars, multiple houses, and I would look at my apartment and I will feel sad because in the modern world definition of happiness, I need to have that many properties in order to be happy. A girl would go through Instagram and would see a perfectly shaped physique model and she would think that she's not beautiful because the world is telling us that this is the standard of beauty. So, this leaves us with so many depression. And this depression, ladies and gentlemen, this weakness we have because we desire to get more, because the world is telling us to get more, leaves us depressed and vulnerable to something they call motivational speeches or motivational videos, or how I call it, motivational garbage. Everyone here is shocked. How can I say motivation is garbage? Well, let me just tell you how a basic motivational speech or video would be made. It actually depends on two factors. It will depend on your desire of wanting more and your depression, and it will depend on your emotions. So how would we make a perfectly shaped motivational speech? We need two simple things. We need a story that will feed your desire into getting more. The typical story of a man struggling, working his whole life, never giving up, and achieving everything. That's the typical story any motivational video would have. And for your emotions, we'll just add some music. So, let me just tell you, let's just create a typical motivational video. Just be with me. So, we will bring a muscular, hot guy, Rocky Balboa. Okay, we'll bring Rocky Balboa with his hot American accent, and we would bring some music. So the music would start like this: ting, 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 ting. It will start calm, so it sets you up. You know, they set you up mentally. A Rocky Balboa with his American accent, which I'm nowhere near it, but like I'll try. Rocky Balboa would tell, you know, son, you used to fit in my hand. You used to fit in my hand back there. And he would hit you with one of the cliches and classic, and music will start going on, then the music is going on. And you're like, don't let your dreams become dreams. Go conquer the world. Me, you, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. It's not about how hard you can get hit. It's about that you can get hit and keep moving forward, and the music will rise, and adrenaline is in your body, and you're shaking. A Rocky Balboa's sexy voice is there and telling you that you can conquer the world, you can do everything. Your whole body is shaking, you're making so much noise until your mom calls you from the other room. What the hell are you doing there? You better come down here and get the garbage out before I whoop your, okay, whatever. I'm not gonna say it. Anyways, so this is it. You think that you figured out the key of life because of the motivational speech, but honestly, it's just a big lie. It's a big lie, ladies and gentlemen. And I will tell you why. Because first of all, the story is not realistic. This is a story of million stories. They pick one successful story, they ignore many, many bad stories and many failure stories, and they would pick this amazing story, they would shape it in a Hollywood way and add some music, bring a guy muscular like Rocky Baluba, and they would tell you how to live your life. Are we this dumb? Are we this dumb to believe this kind of shit? You know, motivation is some kind of drugs. It relies on your desperation into getting more, because that's what they told us. And it will play on your emotions, it will make you feel some type of way, but eventually it will fade away. I mean, I will ask you guys, how many times have you guys seen a motivational speech or a motivational video? I'm sure many of you guys did. Do you feel a lot different? You don't. You don't. It simply fades away by time. So this is one reason. And the other reason, because the stories are not realistic. And the third and most important reason, guys, I want you to look at the whole life from the beginning. You don't need to gain that much and to have more in order to be happy. You don't need to compare yourself with models and actors to be happy. This is a lie. If you look at the mirror and if you go and watch a motivational video about being more beautiful, you are admitting that you are not. If you want more money, you are admitting that you are poor. If you want to be happy, you are admitting that you are depressed, which is completely mental. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't need motivation to do things. You go there and find your passion, because when you're passionate about something, it's like food. You're hungry for it. So don't waste your time on motivation. Find your passion, find your goals, and go conquer them. Thank you very much.